Today on BRStv, we're going to do a top 10 on our favorite plumbing. We'll hit on our favorite valves, fittings not available at most hardware stores, and even solvent. Hi, I'm RT, today's host of BRStv, where each week we hit on new topics related to reefing. This week, we're going to nail down our top 10 favorite plumbing items, starting with number 10, Uniseals. Uniseals are a very cool item which allows you to add pipe to all kinds of surfaces, especially curved ones. While bulkheads are one of the most common ways to connect fittings to flat surfaces, they don't work very well on curved surfaces, and they may require expensive models designed for this purpose. Uniseals work by drilling a hole for the rubber fitting and sliding the pipe through the hole. You may need to use some soap as lubricant, which obviously should be thoroughly rinsed off later. Once the pipe is inserted, you're free to glue on your desired fittings or valves. Number 9 is Locline. Locline is one of the most popular solutions for returns because it's easy to attach to bulkheads on the back of the tank and it's extremely flexible. There are a variety of nozzles and flow patterns as well as ball and check valves. A vast majority of all hard-mounted returns are going to use Locline or something similar. Number 8 is silicone tubing. Because silicone tubing is fairly expensive, it's not a solution most people use for long runs, but it is super popular for connecting pumps and piping to hard surfaces that would typically transfer vibration and create noise. External pumps are one of the best examples of this. Just a few inches of silicone between the pump and the sump can drastically reduce the vibration transfer and the resulting noise. Number 7 is street 45s and 90s. Street fittings are designed to fit directly into other fittings or valves. By using a street 90 on this valve here, we can skip cutting a connecting piece, which is not only going to save on materials, but also time and space. Street fittings are also more compact than standard elbows. Number 6 is the Wye Check Valve. Check valves are a cool solution which prevents water from siphoning down from your return line and overflowing your sump where other solutions are not possible. Check valves are a strange fitting in the essence that you may need to rely on them to prevent damage. However, on a long enough timeline, they pretty much always fail because something collects on the surface of the valve seal. The inexpensive check valves use a flapper which works well, but it's hard to clean or maintain. The Wye Check Valve differs from these because it's easy to disassemble and maintain, which makes it a much more reliable solution in the long run, and it's easy to fix if you ever do have issues. Number 5 is going to be the diamond-coated glass drill bits. If you're worried about drilling your tank yourself, I understand. But seriously, using one of these is ridiculously simple. There are 100 videos on YouTube showing you how to do it, and as long as the tank isn't really small, thin, or tempered, pretty much anybody can do it. Number 4 is braided vinyl. Standard vinyl tubing is soft and flexible, which makes it way too easy to kink. Braided vinyl is much stiffer and harder to kink, which makes it a much better choice. Some people might find it too stiff, but this can be fixed fairly easy by heating it up. This is commonly done by soaking it in hot water and shaping it to your needs. Number 3 is Weld-on solvents and primers. The standard cements and primers found at local hardware stores absolutely work well. However, high-performance cements like the Weld-on provide a buffer for people who haven't done many plumbing projects. Trust me when I say there's nothing worse than finishing a plumbing project that took all day, cost $100 or more, and then you find a leak that forces you to rip it all apart. Weld-on's also a low volatile organic compound or VOC solvent, which makes it safer to use. Number 2 is high quality ball valves. Anyone who has used one of these worthless white valves from a big box store will attest to how hard they are to turn the day you bought it and how it's pretty much impossible to turn a year after installing it. The true Union CPEX valves are as easy to turn today as they will be years from now. They have unions on the ends, which makes it easy to turn, remove, or replace, and they also have the ability to tighten the seal on the ball, which lengthens the lifespan of the valve and reduces the chances you'll have to cut it out for replacement. Our number 1 favorite fitting is unions, and more unions. Unions are a small fitting which allows you to easily unscrew and attach basically any fitting, valve, or pump. This not only makes for easy changes, replacement, and maintenance, but if you're not a PVC pro, it can make assembly much easier. With a standard fitting, you have about 10 seconds to achieve the precise angle you need when gluing. If you're off even just a couple of degrees, it may make assembly impossible. If you add a union on the elbows, it allows you to simply unscrew and adjust to whatever angle you need. We often say most beginners don't use many unions. Intermediate reefers put them on pumps and where the plumbing attaches to the tank or sump, and advanced reefers basically put unions everywhere they can fit them. If you have any questions or comments, go ahead and ask them in the comments area down below. We look forward to seeing what you have to say. If this is your first time with us, hit that subscribe button and give us a thumbs up. See you next week with another episode of BRStv.